What's up guys, with Rosslet here with Video Game Pickup 6. This is going to be the Lincoln edition. This is a very big episode, got a lot of stuff, went to Lincoln today. Thoroughly enjoyed it, you should check it out. Big game, well, small game store. Gotham Games in Lincoln, it's such a great store, it's the best place in my area for retro video games, and I got a lot of that stuff today. I'm going to show you it all. A lot of this was quite expensive, it rounded up to quite a bit of money. I have it here categorised into how I bought it and when I bought it. I've got the receipts for everything. Some of the prices were really good. Great day, honestly loved it. And I am playing a lot of this stuff at the moment. I've got the Mega Drive set up, playing a few things, which kind of gives away a few things I've got. But let's just get straight into it. So, got to Lincoln and we went to Gotham Games. Small game store, but it's packed of games. It's got great stuff, N64, NES, Super Nintendo, some good Dreamcast games, a lot of N64, which I was proud of. I didn't buy enough N64 today, if I'm honest. And I looked around and I immediately sort of wanted a PSP. I've sort of wanted a PSP for a while. So I decided today would be the day. Well, actually, originally, let's go to what I picked up first. Firstly, I picked up two games, Sega Mega Drive, which I've already mentioned, so it's nice. Street Fighter 2 Special Champion Edition. I'm a big Street Fighter 2 fan. It's probably my favourite fighting game of all time, apart from maybe MK2. I really like MK2, but it's in good shape. There's no booklet, which is the slight annoyance, and it costs £8, which is about what I'm paying online, so I don't mind. I think it's great. I love the game. It's one of the best fighting games ever made, so I'm very grateful to have that. Good job, Gotham had it in. I really did want that on the Mega Drive as well. And the other Mega Drive game is Sonic 2, the best Sonic game to me. Always will be. Mainly because it introduced Tails, Miles Prower, and it's just a very cool game. Great platformer, better than the first one, better than the third one, and it definitely beats any Sonic game that's come out recently. So, I'm very happy to have Sonic 2, and it was £5, so that's an absolute steal. Then, just randomly, Captain Scarlet on the PS2. I had this game when I was younger, and from what I recall, I'm a huge Captain Scarlet fan. Jerry Anderson makes fantastic children's shows with Captain Scarlet and Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds is my favourite children's show of all time. But Captain Scarlet was very good, and I really enjoyed it. The game is pretty awful, from what I remember. You drive around in the tank. I can't remember the name of the tank or the red car, which is really bad. And this game just missed so many opportunities, like to get out the car, to be in the headquarters, stuff like that, which is honestly missing. Two amazing vehicles. They're promoting it on the back in such an awful way. I don't just want to use two vehicles in a Captain Scarlet game. 16 missions, so it wasn't too long, so you could beat it very quickly. I might go over it one day just to see what it's like. The Mysterons, I do love the Mysterons. They're like one of my favourite enemies in anything. Captain Black, such a great voice. I always thought that he kind of looked like Rowan Atkinson. But yes, Captain Scarlet, and I'm paying £2. You probably can't see that. £2, so it's absolutely fine. I had a discount as well because I'm a student, so I gave them my card and they gave me a 10% discount. So of course after that I did pick up a PSP. Oh, actually, firstly I got sorry to remove that. Sega Mega Drive controller. It's in its packaging. I'll open it now. I haven't opened it yet. This was £8, I think. I did need a spare. Mine's in a little bit rough shape. It's got a problem with the wire, but it does work fine. And really, I just wanted a spare for Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, etc. So it's nice to have. It feels really good. The buttons are nice and tight, and the wire looks good and without damage. So very happy for that. I do like getting spare controllers, and you'll see that becomes a little bit of a theme. Well, actually, no, there's only two. And the other one I really needed, so that was £8 for that. Mega Drive got some good love today. 3 things there for it. And of course, now we've gone to the PSP. This is the original, I believe this is the original fat model PSP. It's in good shape. It works. Let's turn it on. Yeah, it works. It's fine. Do you want to? Yes. Works absolutely fine. It's in good shape. The batteries are good. The cover's fine. The disc tray's nice and it opens well and it shuts well. It's nice and it clamps well. There you go. The stick's fine. The buttons are nice and tight. It's got a good ring to it, and the ports all seem fine. It came with a battery and a memory card, which I'm really happy to have. I don't think I've ever owned a PSP, so it makes me really happy to actually finally own one. So that was like 40, so I was really happy for that. And it's just a charger, nothing too special here, with a charger. Let's put that in there. There were also a few games I picked up on the system. I'm playing 2 of these now. The first one is Star Wars Battlefront 2. I got it on the PS2. Absolutely love it. It's probably my favourite Star Wars game. Local multiplayer at some of its finest, Star Wars Battlefront 2. And it's really, really good, and I just wanted to see what it's like on handheld. And it's not as good, I don't think, from what I've played. But I'm not particularly good at it on handheld, or especially on the PSP. So, but I will be trying this out tomorrow and probably later tonight. So, it's really good though. I'm still enjoying it. What I'm actually really thoroughly playing at the moment is God of War: Chains of Olympus. This was £3, and I know this has been ported to PS3, but my PS3 is having problems at the moment, which is really annoying me. But that's a topic for another video. So, Chains of Olympus, it's in really good shape. I never really liked the PSP discs. I just think they look awful. I just don't like the look of them. So yeah, Chains of Olympus. It's an 18, but Gotham are nice guys, and they're just like, we understand you're not 18, but we're going to sell you it anyway. Oh well. But you know, good game, really good game. From what I've played, it's absolutely brilliant. The boss battles are awesome. I've never played a God of War, so to play this, it was really cool. I think this is a prequel, so it's really good. I'm really enjoying it, and this is pretty much what I'm playing at the moment. I think I'm about 3 hours in. A game that's I've been told is very good by a friend. I've never played it myself, but I'm a huge fan of the series. Ratchet and Clank. Ratchet and Clank 1 is still probably my 5th favourite game of all time, so that's incredibly accurate. I did a list once. So I'm guessing this has got to be pretty good. My friend was playing it on the train back from Lincoln, and I was listening, and it looked really good. So sure, I guess it's got to be pretty fun. You get to play as Clank in a few levels, or kind of like the original, which is, I love those little Clank levels where you gotta like move gadget bots around, and they're like little puzzles, but they're not really puzzles, so kids would get it, but it would also sort of confuse like the more simple-minded people. I'm not trying to be offensive or anything. But I will be playing this after God of War, I think. This was £4, so that makes me happy. And the last one was the most expensive, but this was the one that I probably was the happiest to find, because the series is one that I've never got into, because I've never really played any of the games on the PlayStation 2. But I decided to pick it up. I'm like, you know what, I've got a PSP, so I may as well get something to play for it. This will do, and it's Kingdom Hearts. This is Birth by Sleep, and apparently this is supposed to be pretty good, with 3 wielders of the key sword, and Mickey there. I don't know what Disney characters are supposed to be in this one. Our Mickey's there, obviously. They've got to promote Mickey. He's like Disney's friggin' corporate overlord. But I'm excited. I think this looks really good. From what I've seen, the graphics are pretty good for the PSP. Like, God of War's are bloody awesome on the PSP. But this, I don't know, I'll probably play this or Ratchet & Clank after I beat God of War. I haven't really decided. But the PSP is definitely getting a lot of love at the moment, and I'm really looking forward to actually building a PSP collection, because I've never owned one. So that does make me happy. I didn't really know how to use it at first, but I got used to it pretty quickly. Right, well that's the biggest haul, I think, and we're only at the... only at the 9-minute mark. Sorry for zooming in on the screen. I've got bad vision, so I can't see the timer. Right. So I guess next we'll go here. Rolled up on a comic book stall that was very, very tight stall, but it had quite a lot of comics. Single issues, my friends weren't really interested in. I like single issues, I don't mind. But I rolled up and my friend randomly just said, there's a Metal Gear Solid 2 strategy guide there. And I went, oh really? And he picked it up and he was like, oh, I'm going to buy that. I was like, how much is it? And he looked on the back and it said $12.95, so we were like, oh, I was like, oh, is it $12.95? And he was like, no, it's £1.50. And then he gave it to me. He was like, do you want to buy it? I was like, hell yeah, I'll get this for £1.50. And really good. I mean, MGS2 is a great game, no doubt. An 8 out of 10. It doesn't hold up to the 1 or 3 though, or 4 if I'm honest. In-depth maps and stuff of all the levels. Boss fight guides. I mean, you don't really need boss fight guides for MGS2's boss fights. Not really, but still nice to have. Still very good. MGS2 is a great game. Definitely recommend playing it. But this is just a nice guide to have with my other 3 strategy guides. I like picking up random strategy guides sometimes. My friend picked up a Diablo Reaper of Souls strategy guide today as well. I don't know how much that was. I didn't ask him, but MGS2 strategy guide. It does look really cool. I like the art for MGS2. Okay. So after that we went to CX. CX in Lincoln's much bigger than the one in Grimsby. The one in Grimsby is pretty small and it doesn't have 2 floors. The one in Lincoln is pretty much games are on the top floor, everything else is on the bottom, so that's fantastic. I didn't pick up any DVD today. I sort of skimmed over the WWE stuff, but there wasn't really anything I needed. Plus, I have the network, so pay-per-views have become irrelevant. I'll only buy box sets DVD now, I think. So I picked up a few games on different assorted consoles. Here I have 3 different consoles. We'll start with this. It's Resident Evil: The Umbrella Chronicles. I have the Dark Side Chronicles. I've beat it actually on the Wii. I actually enjoyed it. It kind of went over Resident Evil 2 playing as Leon, so that made me happy. You also got to play as Krauser, probably my favourite character from Resident Evil 4, being a game that's near and dear to my heart. I kind of had to play it then. Krauser's great, by the way, guys. I love the disc. I absolutely love the disc. The disc looks really cool. It's the Umbrella logo. And £5, this is fine. This one goes over Resident Evil 0, Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 3. Resident Evil 3 is probably my 3rd favourite Resident Evil, I think. 4, 2, yeah, probably 3. I mean, I haven't played the remake, I haven't played 0. I've barely played 3 if I'm honest, but from what I played 3, I'd probably go with 3. Because she plays Jill, and Jill's great. So that was £5. Next up, the annoying thing, and this is just in really good shape, Crazy Frog Racer. Now, I know what you're thinking. Wow, that's got to be a really awful game. It's based around Crazy Frog, the most annoying character from the 2000s. I can't remember how old I was when Axel F came out, but I listened to that a lot. But by today's standards, I'm kind of annoyed, and he annoys me the hell. He really, really annoys me. But back then, I was like, wow, that thing's really cool. And it was really catchy, and it still is catchy now, and you will not see anyone who doesn't hum it at some point, like, I mean, it's just too easy. I actually had a Crazy Frog teddy bear that made the noise. So Crazy Frog Racer, £1. I sort of got off topic there, sorry. It's the source material. Crazy Frog Racer, it's not a bad racing game, but it's not particularly a good one. It's probably like the 5 out of 10 range. Not too shabby. It's got the character roster, you will know like 2 characters, and that's literally Crazy Frog and that guy. That's pretty much it, and I always played as that guy, because that guy won races really often. I actually remember getting this game with my second PS2 bundled with it, with Shadow the Hedgehog and Lego Star Wars, so I was really happy. I mean, people don't like Shadow the Hedgehog, but I really love Shadow the Hedgehog. It's just one of those things I like that people don't, eh? So yeah, Crazy Frog Racer, it's £1, so fine with me. It's nostalgia that really made me buy it. Now we have 2 Xbox games, and this one's one I just never thought I'd see, so I thought I'd pick up. The prequel was Panzer Dragoon Saga on the Sega Saturn. That's supposed to be one of the best games on the Saturn. So I thought, okay, Panzer Dragoon Auto. I haven't seen this in the shop ever, so this made me really happy. And for £4, and it's in really good shape. Honestly, but the manual's great. I'm just gonna have to get the stickers off all these. £4 for this is absolutely fine. Doesn't bother me at all. This is an on-rail shooter, obviously, but it's got like different elements of RPG, and it's just, from what I've heard, the Panzer Dragoon game is supposed to be great. Like RPG elements crossed with an on-rail shooter, and that wouldn't really make sense. But apparently, the Panzer Dragoon games make them work. So I might play this. If it's not backwards compatible with the Xbox, I'm gonna be slightly annoyed. But oh well. So Panzer Dragoon Auto. And the other Xbox game is one of the best, honestly, I think it's one of the best Star Wars games out there. I know I said Battlefronts were probably my favourite, but this game could be as good. And it's Star Wars Republic Commando. This game is good because it makes you care about the clones. The clones were brought in, obviously, in Episode 2, and they didn't get much development. We didn't really know what they were. We knew they were, obviously, Spawn of Jango. So we didn't really know much about them. Republic Commando created a twist on the clone and gave them these characters and actually made this team of, is it 4 guys? There's Boss, Sev, Fixer, and Scorch. A team of guys, and it's just such a good game. This is one of the best games you'll find for that. You actually look through the game for a clone's visor, which is really cool. It's just a very good game, and it's actually quite underrated, if I'm honest. I think I beat it a long time ago. Well, actually, no, I've never beat it. I've played it, and it's really, really good, but I've never beat it. And honestly, this game does deserve to be played. It's very good, one of the best Star Wars games ever made. There's KOTOR, there's TIE Fighter, there's the original that was in arcades, where you like do the Death Star run, and there's also Republic Commando. I've got the name then. And the last one from CX was just one that I like the series. I like the series. I don't particularly love it. I think there's some good games in it. I think there's some absolute piles of absolute just rubbish. And one of them is Army Men Green Rogue. This game isn't very good, from what I remember. I remember playing. I have fond memories of Sarge's War and Sarge's Heroes, but this one just doesn't ring a bell, and I don't think it's very good, from what I heard. 20% Sarge, 30% Captain, 100% Carnage. That means you've got 150%, right? Not 100. Oh well. It's 75p, so I mainly picked it up because it's the license and it's nice to have. So those games, that was good. That was a great pickup, little pickups thing there. So after going to CX, I ended up going back to Gotham with my friends and picked up a few more games. 2 N64, finally. Like, I haven't bought N64 games since I went to Lincoln last, so it makes me really happy to actually buy something for it. I picked up 2 PS1 games. One of those is actually Star Wars The Phantom Menace in an absolutely awful case. And as soon as I open it, like, it breaks, I'll show you. That hinge is absolutely destroyed. My hand's in the way. But the disc's actually in okay condition, and so is the manual. So I'll probably just get a new case. I think I've got a spare somewhere. So, Star Wars The Phantom Menace, a lot of people are probably going to think, ah, man, I bet that game's bad like the movie. But it really wasn't. This game was actually very good. You played as like Qui-Gon or Obi, and you went around, you did the story of the game, but with actually really good gameplay. It was like, if you've ever played Jedi Outcast, which is Star Wars Jedi Outcast. It's on the GameCube. It's kind of like that sort of gameplay, but a little bit less refined. It's still very good though. Like, battling Darth Maul at the end is really fun. And I actually would love to play this game now. I think I should get my PS1 down and play it. But it's really fun. You get to go to Naboo, Mos Eisley, which is so great. You fight random Gamorrean guards. It's really, really fun. And if you're a Star Wars fan and you want to play a Star Wars game, check it out. I actually picked up a few Star Wars games today. Star Wars was a theme today, apparently. well, probably Commando's the pick of the three, I think. But those other two, don't miss them. That doesn't mean miss them. And the other PS1 game, which pretty much got solved when it said from the creators of the Resident Evil series, was Dino Crisis. Even though I do know what Dino Crisis is, of course, it's pretty much Resident Evil with dinosaurs, and it's like the best Jurassic Park game ever made. The Jurassic Park has like the one on the Mega Drive and the one on the SNES and the one on the PS1 and Operation Genesis, which is really good. But Dino Crisis just, it creates the feeling of terror with dinosaurs. It's simple. If they jump on you, you're pretty screwed. Dino Crisis, from what I can remember from playing very, very long time ago. Have I played Dino Crisis? I think I have. Probably, but I do remember sort of playing something like it, and I was shooting dinosaurs, and there was a raptor, and I shot it. It's pretty much tank controls from Resident Evil, but shooting dinosaurs, so that might appeal more to you than shooting zombies. If it's as good as Resident Evil 2, then it's going to get played. Resident Evil 2 is a great game. And now we're on to the N64 stuff, so we'll start off with the one that I just sort of bought because I needed another boxed N64 game, and it's supposed to be really good anyway. And I do like the SSX series, and this is supposed to be pretty similar. It's 1080 Snowboarding, and it's still in its wrap. And this was £6, which I'm completely fine with. I would open it, but I don't really want to until I play it. So I'll just go. I know what it is. So it's pretty much SSX. If you have played those games on the PS2, I have SSX 3 on the PS2. I think it's very, very fun. Multiplayer on it could be good. So I guess that's what this game is pretty much. I haven't really played it. I actually originally thought the 1080 would refer to the weather, but then I thought it's snowing, so that doesn't make sense. It had a degrees sign. But this game is 2-player, that does make me happy. I'm going to play this with my friends then. So yeah, actually I'm pretty excited for this game. It looks really good, it feels heavy, so I'm guessing everything's in there. So, 1080 Snowboarding. And lastly, it's probably my favourite of the games from that little haul. It's WWF No Mercy. This is like the best wrestling game ever made. I think this is probably the best wrestling game ever made. The character creator is incredibly well done. Incredibly, it's just full of stuff. It's full. Whenever I hear wrestling games come up, I always say this one, WrestleMania 2000, or WCW NWO World Tour, or Revenge. I have Revenge. Revenge is very good, but this is supposed to be even better, and I get to play as Kurt Angle, so I love playing as old 2001 Kurt Angle. Well, actually, this will be like 2000 Kurt Angle. So, WWF No Mercy. So, even in the Attitude Era, they made better games than what we've got today, because 2K15 is really disappointing. As a wrestling fan, I can say that. And you know it's sincere. So, I bought all that, and it was like 5 minutes later, and I was just looking at the PS3 stuff, because I didn't really take a lot of stuff at current gen on, current gen or last gen, is in 7th. And I just sort of saw this on the PS3, it's Killzone 3, it's a steelbook. I have Killzone 1, I have Killzone 2, so I thought, okay, I actually like Killzone 1 and 2, by the way. I played Killzone 2 when I originally had a PS3 back in like 2009 maybe, and it was very fun. Hellgast must be defeated by Colonel Raddick, by the way, is a great character. I really like him, and he's voiced by Sean Pertwee. So that's really cool. I was playing All Stars, and it was like, oh, that's Sean Pertwee. It is really cool. Pertwee. That's such a strange name to say. So yeah, Killzone. I ain't showing the inside. Sorry. The disc, the manual, the receipt. This was £3. That's simple, easy to pick up, and I might go through the Killzones eventually. I mean, I've got so much stuff to play that I've got to really, to catch up, I've got to, play 24 hours a day, and I can't really do that. So we are getting to the end now, and I have just remembered I've left 2 PS2 games upstairs. I've left Project Eden on the PS2 upstairs, and I've left Killzone 2 upstairs. I'll just tell you now, there's nothing really special to see, so I don't have to show them. You know, Killzone 2, I had Killzone 1, so I just thought I'd get Killzone 2, and then I just got Killzone 3. And Project Eden looked pretty cool, it was like 50p, so I thought I'd pick it up. Enough of that. So I went back to CEX with my friend and his brother, and because he wanted to look around, and I asked them if they had an N64 controller because I saw I needed a spare, and they brought out this one, and this one is incredibly good. Look at that stick. That stick is brilliant. The buttons are incredibly tight. This is much better than the one I have. The one I have is third party and doesn't, particularly work well. This one feels nice. Damn it, I probably should have picked up a rumble pack or something. Or, should have picked up an expansion pack. But this one in really good condition. I'm very happy. This was £10, marked down from 12 because of a few scuffs on the wire. Which I was just like, you don't have to mark it down, but they did anyway. There were nice guys in there. They actually put my PSP on charge for me. And I went out and came back 30 minutes later and they gave me it back. I was like, that's really nice. Really nice guys. Check out Gotham Games if you're in Lincoln or Hull or even Grimsby. Just check it out. It's a great game store. You'll love it. So that was £10. And after that, I just decided I did get a case with my PSP when I bought it. It was a black one. It just said PSP on it. It was pretty generic. But after buying the N64 controller, the guy just went, "I have a free PSP case here if you want it." And I was just like, "Okay, sure." And he gave me this PSP case, which I really like. I really like the white. It's very, very good. It's nice and thick. A layer there. I don't really know what I'm going to be putting here because they don't really seem thick enough. But you can put 2 games in there, and the PSP sits in here, like so. There you go. So that's nice. That was free. And to round out the day, and I need to do a shout out to a friend of mine called Daniel. I didn't mention him in one of my past videos, and he was quite annoyed. So I'm going to say this to Daniel. I'm mentioning you now by name. My friend Daniel went out and because I saw a game that I wanted in game for £11, and he said to me, I said to him, I can't really spend any more money, and he went to me, if I buy it for you, can you just pay me back? And I was like, you know what, sure. And I want to thank you for that, Daniel, because this game I couldn't find in game, I couldn't find anywhere in Grimsby, and I'm just so happy I've actually finally got it. Because it's one of my favourite series, and to play it multiplayer as a specific character is going to make me really happy. But thank you so much. And then he was just like, you know what, it doesn't matter because you bought me something ages ago. I was just like, you know what, thank you. So the game actually is Ratchet and Clank All for One. And I know this probably isn't the best Ratchet and Clank game because it sort of breaks formula, but it's 4-player. So me and my friends can play this, and I can play this as Captain Quark. And that sells the game to me, because Captain Quark's one of my favourite characters in gaming, and I'm really excited to play this. Probably after God of War, and Kingdom Hearts, and everything else I've got to play. So, Ratchet and Clank All for One. And that is the haul. It was pretty big, probably not as big as it could have been, but I spent a lot of money. So, sorry I'm checking the time, 24 minutes. So, thanks for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe for more. This has been Revolver Ocelot. Video game pickups 6.